Welcome to WikiAfrica Hour, a monthly live broadcast airing the fresh perspectives of Africa's Wikimedians. It's a space where they share their work and knowledge and digest, through African realities, the global Wikimedia movement. WikiAfrica Hour, the voice of African Wikimedians.
We start with news about campaigns. The She Said campaign is in its final month, concluding on December 31st, 2024. This fifth edition had already seen impressive contributions with around 7,000 articles created or improved. There is still time to join and make an impact by adding women's voices to Wikicode. Let's push this campaign even further in its final days. Visit the Wiki Loves Women, She Said meta page for details.
Great news! The hosts for the upcoming WikiIndaba conferences have been announced. The WikiIndaba 2025 conference will take place in the Republic of Congo, hosted by the Wikimedians of Republic of Congo User Group, from 7th until 9th November 2025. The 2026 conference will be hosted by Wikimedia Cote d'Ivoire in the Ivory Coast, and the 2027 edition will be held in Tanzania, hosted by the Wikimedia Community User Group Tanzania.
Citing updates for the Wikimedia movement, please welcome Willy Beluso, the new Senior Program Officer for Sub-Saharan Africa. Willy brings a wealth of experience from ECPAT International, where he served as Regional Coordinator for Sub-Saharan Africa. With expertise in education, human rights, and community-led activities, Willy is passionate about advancing the movement's goals. Based in Nairobi, Kenya, he looks forward to connecting with grantee partners, learning about their work, and providing support.
Aligning with today's episode, Wiki celebrates Shabota Isaac Kanguya, who was honored during the year-end edition of Africa Baraza, a platform for African Wikimedians to connect and collaborate. Starting his Wikimedia journey in 2011, Chabota's resilience and dedication have resulted in over 27,000 edits, amplifying Zambian and African narratives globally. As the founder of Wikimedia Community User Group Zambia, he empowers others to share local stories authentically. Learn more about his inspiring journey and impact on DIF. Make sure to visit the WikiAfrica Hour news page on MetaWiki for all relevant links. Enjoy the episode.
Hello, and welcome to the December episode and the last episode of this year in WikiAfrica Hour. Let's celebrate our community's projects and achievements. As you know, and as we mentioned in each episode, that WikiAfrica Hour is the voice of African Wikimedians, and this episode is a special one to highlight this mission. In today's episode, we will have overview of a number of projects and user groups in the African community to celebrate, share challenges, and share takeaways for the audience if they want to start their own projects as well. Today, we have Justice as our host for the last episode. Justice is a Ghanaian Wikimedian and interim board chair of the Wikimedia Ghana User Group. He is leading efforts to improve Ghanaian articles on Wikipedia. Thank you very much, Justice, for accepting the invitation to be here with you today. And we are very interested in this episode and want to show the achievements of the community with you. Thank you so much. I'll be in the backstage listening to this episode. Thank you.
Thank you, Donia, for this introduction. Welcome, everyone, to the last episode of the WikiAfrica Hour podcast. Today is going to be a very great episode. We have four amazing Wikipedians who are going to share with us the projects they've been working on over the past year and the amazing communities they are building within their respective communities. Um, I would want to introduce the participants now. We have Robert Obriyebua from Ghana. We have Lubna Ait Oumasste from the Wikimedians of Morocco User Group. We have Barakat Adegboye from the Wikimedia User Group Nigeria. And we have Fatima Sogai from the Wikimedia Community User Group Senegal. Um, Welcome, everyone, to this episode. I look forward to hearing the amazing stories that you have. Can you kindly introduce yourself one by one? Um, Starting from Robert.
Hi everyone, my name is Robert Oury. Can be called Robert Jamal with the username Robert Jamal 12. I'm from Ghana, and I co-founded the Fante Wikimedians community, and also I'm an active volunteer for Wikimedia Ghana User Group. So I'm excited to be here, and thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you, Robert, for this introduction. So we have Lubna. Lubna is going to speak French in this episode. So we have Ronnie, who is going to act as our translator for this session. So Ronnie, would you ask Lubna to introduce herself for us?
Bonjour Lomna, pouvez-vous vous présenter, s'il vous plaît?
Ok. Bonjour tout le monde. Je suis très heureuse d'être avec vous aujourd'hui. Je pense que c'est la première fois d'être avec vous et aussi j'ai l'honneur de représenter mon user group Wikimedia Maroc. Soyez les bienvenus. Merci.
Thank you everyone. It is my first time to take part of WikiAfrica Hour. I'm representing my community, Morocco Wikimedia User Group, and thank you for having me.
Thank you, Lubna, and thank you, Ronnie, for your introduction. In light of that, I think it's fair we also move to Fatima, who is also a French speaker, to introduce herself for us.
Fatima, pouvez-vous vous présenter?
Bonjour tout le monde. Je suis vraiment contente de vous rejoindre dans ce webinaire. Merci à WikiAfrica pour cette invitation. Donc, moi, c'est Fatima Orisso, user Ouritima. Je suis cofondatrice de la communauté wikimédienne du Sénégal. Et voilà, c'est un plaisir d'être là pour pouvoir échanger avec vous, partager avec vous les bonheurs qu'on a vécus tout au long de l'année à travers les projets Wikimedia au Sénégal. Voilà, bonne session à tout le monde.
Okay, I'm going to try to sum up what Fatima said. She said thank you for having her. She is Fatima from Wikimedia Senegal, co-founder of Wikimedia Senegal. She's happy to be here today to share the project they manage in Senegal and how they feel happy about those project management in their communities. So she's very happy to be among us and expecting to have a good session.
Thank you, Ronnie and Fatima, once again. So we move on to the final panelist, Barakat. Can you please introduce yourself?
Okay, thank you, Justice. Hello, everyone. My name is Barakat Adegboye. I am the Wikimedian in residence for the Wiki Imagine Lagos project. And just like Lubna, it is my first time here on the WikiAfrica Hour. And it's a pleasure to be here as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Barakat. So, moving on to the conversation we are about to have. I have a question for Robert, which is, you started the Fante Wikimedians community as a co-founder. How long did it take you to get it approved by the incubator, and how do you say um, yeah, yeah. So how did you start the community, and how long did it get approved by incubator?
Okay, so again, thank you all so much, WikiAfrica team, for hosting me here and also wanting to learn from some of the achievements we've succeeded over the period of years. So the Fanti Wikimedians community is a language community in Ghana. Fanti is one of the account languages in Ghana, and it's spoken by over 2 million people in the country. So the Fanti Wikimedians community came about when I started a project with the help of a technical community with the foundation, which is the Translate Wiki project. So we did the Translate Wiki project for the Tree language, which is also one of the dominant languages in Ghana. And there was so many Fanti Wikimedians in attendance. And also there was the account Wikipedia, which was a form of a Wikipedia, which is closed now due to the various languages contributing to the same Wikipedia. So myself and the co-founder, the other co-founder, we realized that we realized that so many Ghanaians are interested in contributing to their own Ghanaian languages. So we had the Tree Translate Wiki project, which was to translate all the important messages into the Tree language to help the Tree community and also readers be able to read the Tree language in their dialects. So we realized that participants who turn out, most of them came from or spoke Fanti as well. So we took on the initiative to come up with a community and try to create a Wikipedia, which was already in existence, but it was dormant. There was the incubator, which was a bit dormant. So we gathered people from that event and we started with the outreach.
Thank you for that. I think I would move to Lubna and ask Soroni if you can translate this question for me. Did the idea of the podcast that she runs emerge from the user group, and what kind of support did they give her in running the podcast?
Ok, la question est, l'idée de votre podcast, ça vient de votre user group ou est-ce une initiative personnelle? Et quel est le type d'accompagnement que vous obtenez auprès de votre communauté pour réaliser ce podcast-là?
Pour l'idée de WikiPodcast a été construit on a fait une petite réunion dont on a mis la stratégie de l'année et on a proposé de travailler sur un podcast. Donc c'était ça l'idée de podcast et ça c'est à émerger pour répondre aux besoins de la communauté Wikimedia arabe en renforçant la communication et en documentant les projets, tout en mettant en lumière des histoires de succès et en offrant un contenu qui valorise les efforts des bénévoles et promeut la culture de savoir libre.
Pouvez-vous reprendre la dernière partie, s'il vous plaît?
Je répète?
La dernière partie.
Ah, ok. Donc, c'est le but, on a l'idée de WikiPodcast a émergé pour répondre aux besoins de la communauté Wikimedia arabe en renforçant la communication et en documentant les projets, tout en mettant en lumière des histoires de succès et en offrant un contenu qui valorise les efforts des bénévoles.
The initiative, the Wiki Podcast initiative, is from Wiki Morocco community to tell the story of communities. I mean, to bridge those community by saying their history, and also is to create content about their activities, and to to line up with Wikimedia movement and guidelines. J'espère avoir bien traduit. Yeah, it's that.
All
I
right,
don't know if
thank you.
you.
Yeah, I think that is fair with me. So Barakat, can you tell me about the Wikimedia? As a Wikimedian in residence for the Wiki Reimagine project, what does it mean to you and to the Nigerian community?
Okay, thank you very much. So, Wiki Imagine Lagos is a project by the Wikimedia User Group Nigeria in collaboration with the Lagos State government. So, in Nigeria, we have 36 states, and Lagos State is one of the 36 states that we have in Nigeria, and it is the state with the largest economy in Nigeria. So, it is a partnership between Wikimedia User Group Nigeria and Lagos State government to digitally preserve tourist sites in Lagos State. So as popular and as big as Lagos State is, the tourists, we have come to notice that the tourist sites and everything in regards to tourism, art and culture of the states are not properly documented. If you search for some of these places, you can't find them anywhere in the digital space. So this is why we have come together to bring this project to life, to help document Lagos State in that aspect of tourism, arts and culture. So it is a pilot project. This is the first of its kind. This is the first time we are doing it. And yes, to do that, to know exactly what we need to do, we had to carry out a needs assessment with the Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture to know the number of tourist sites that we have in Lagos State, and a total of 164 um, monuments, facilities, hotels, restaurants, festivals, and what have you were identified. And out of that, 27% has already existing Wikipedia pages. So if you go online and search for the rest, you won't find anything about them. So this is why we have come to this is why we have decided to bring this project to life. And to bring it to life, we have carried out some projects like the Wiki Imagine Lagos writing contest, where we worked with journalists, because we realized that it's not that people do not want to write about these articles, but they do not have reliable sources to use as references to create these articles on Wikipedia. So we worked with journalists and we gave them the topic list to write about them during this contest. And yes, we have recently just concluded that, and now we are in the Wiki Imagine Lagos photography contest phase, because we want to put pictures to these articles, right? So we do not want people to just open the Wikipedia article and they can't picture what we are talking about. Pictures help to bring imaginations to life. So you don't have to visit Lagos to actually know what we are talking about. So these are the things that we are trying to do with the Wiki Imagine Lagos project. Thank you.
Thank you, Barakat. So as you are aware, we are streaming live on YouTube at the Wiki in Africa page. Your questions and comments are welcome. When you post them, we will take them and then ask our panelists as well. So segue to my next questions. Barakat, to you again. Have you managed to make successful in-wiki or out-wiki partnership and how did that whole come about for the project?
Okay. So yeah, like I said, this project in itself is a partnership with Wikimedia User Group and Lagos State Government. And Lagos State Government does not really have anything to do with Wikimedia. So that would count as out-Wiki partnership. So another partnership will be the journalists, the writing contest for the journalists. So they are just writing and publishing on their own reliable platforms. So after they have concluded this contest, we'll now bring all the resources that we've gotten from them, and then put them in places where our Wikimedia community can have access to them, and then use them to create these articles on Wikipedia. So that would be a form of partnership as well, which is off Wiki. But on Wiki, we are just leveraging on our relationship with our Wikimedia platform in Nigeria. And we've not really moved to the Wikimedia platform yet, because after the writing contest for the travel journalist, or for the journalists generally, and also after the photography contest, we want to have an editathon for Wikimedians. So we have collected these resources in forms of reliable sources and photographs. So we now launch this editathon for our Wikimedia community, for them to use these resources to create Wikipedia articles on the topics that we have identified. So yes, so that would count as I can't really call it a partnership, but it's just a way of leveraging our relationship with our community. And since it's the pilot phase, I think this is what we can do for now. Then, if building on the success of that, then we can look out for more partnerships within the Wikimedia space globally, and also with outside the Wikimedia space globally. Thank you.
Thank you. So my next question will go to Lubna. So Ronnie, if you can be on standby for me. Um, I wanted to find out from her what is the needed support in this phase of her project, in her opinion, looking like for her, and how are they planning to scale up the podcast to maybe include other Wikipedians from other countries and regions.
Justice veut savoir quels sont vos besoins actuellement pour la réalisation de ce podcast et qu'est-ce que vous envisagez en termes de partage d'expérience pour faire bénéficier les autres membres de la communauté Wikimedia de ce type de projet?
Pour WikiPodcast a débuté
S'il te plaît, on peut aller, je traduis au fur et à mesure. Je traduis au fur et à mesure que tu parles.
Bon. D'accord. Donc, pour WikiPodcast, a débuté en définissant ses objectifs, à savoir renforcer l'action de la communauté de Wikimedia arabe. Donc, nous avons une équipe de bénévoles qui a planifié les épisodes et choisi les sujets et intervenants. Aussi,
je peux traduire déjà cette partie avant de continuer.
D'accord, ok.
So the aim of the podcast is to reinforce Arab community, and to do that, they have a community. We have to have the members of the community to schedule each episode on which they are planning to work on. Tu peux continuer?
Donc, les premiers épisodes ont été diffusés et promus sur les réseaux sociaux.
Okay, the first episodes were, they casted the first episode on social medias.
Donc, avec un contenu ajusté selon le retour. Donc, on choisit le contenu de nos épisodes selon le retour des auditeurs. Donc, c'est ça comment on travaille. Et je pense que on a besoin plus de, de, de faire des épisodes qui sont en langue, par exemple, en anglais, par exemple, et en français aussi. Donc, c'est ça de quoi on parle et de quoi on travaille.
Okay. Lubna said that the they try to adapt each episode based on the feedback they have on the previous that was posted, and now the needed is to have bilingual content, both Arabic, English and French. Si je comprends bien, les épisodes doivent être en français et en anglais. C'est ce que vous avez besoin maintenant, Lubna? Lubna?
Ça y est, c'est bon. C'était ma réponse.
C'est bien ça? Avoir des épisodes, des podcasts en français et en anglais.
Oui, c'est bon.
Okay. So the need now is to have French and English podcasts on what they are doing. Justice?
Thank you for that, Lubna and Ronnie. To Robert, I think I have a question for you as well. If you want to shed light on one challenge that you faced and one thing that worked well during leading your project, what would they be?
Okay, so I'll start with what went well. So one thing that went well during the projects and during this is, the Wikimedia space has a lot of people who are ready to help out and also to mentor and also to support other communities who are upcoming or individuals who need this support. So one thing that really worked well and helped the community sustain was the support that we had from not just only the foundation, but also the people around. So we had collaborations, and also we spoke to both people who are in-Wiki people, and also we also spoke to people who are not in the Wikimedia space. So that was one thing that worked well. And also another thing that really worked well for us was the fact that all these language enthusiasts were ready to contribute to the free sum of knowledge and also to preserve their culture. One challenge that we face, which I think it's something that runs through a lot of communities in the movement, is retention issue. So we try to come up with strategies to help retain editors that we recruit and also participants who join our events. So one challenge, even though we are trying our best to seek support from the foundation and other communities around as to the best practices and how these practices can help retain editors that we recruit. So that's the challenge one of the challenges I can highlight. But we are still in the pipeline of developing strategies. We are applying them in areas where we have our members and also where we have our community. And we are looking up for what the results will be.
Thank you, Robert. As you can see, we are still at the WikiAfrica Hour podcast. Like I'm saying, we are still streaming on YouTube. Have any questions or comments, please don't hesitate to ask so that we can get the answers from our panelists. So now we'll segue to our third topic conversation. And this is going to be a general question for all participants. So I don't know who would want to go first, but then in your opinion, as project leads, what skills and facilities do we already have as an African community to found new projects?
Justice, may I translate to Lubna?
Sure, you can do so if you want to go first.
Ok, Lumna, là c'est une question générale pour tout le monde. En tant que leader de projet, que pensez-vous, quelles sont les compétences que vous pensez être utiles dans la communauté africaine, quelles sont les compétences utiles pour amorcer de nouveaux projets?
Regarde.
Lubna, I thought you were going first.
Donc, en tant que communauté africaine, nous possédons des compétences diversifiées, notamment en programmation, en design et édition aussi, ainsi qu'une forte capacité à innover et à résoudre des problèmes. De plus, nous disposons d'un réseau communautaire qui est solide et qui soutient les projets et favorise la communication entre différentes cultures.
Okay, she said that as African community, they are skilled in programming, designing, and editing, and she also please, Umla, tu peux me redire la dernière partie? J'ai pas bien capté.
D'accord, ok. Ainsi, une forte capacité à innover et à résoudre les problèmes.
Les problèmes, d'accord. Okay, so they are also well skilled in problem solving and innovation. So as Morocco Community User Group, that's their competence and skills now. Mais la question est, en tant que leader de projet, quelles sont les compétences, est-ce qu'il y a d'autres compétences dont on a besoin aujourd'hui pour amorcer de nouveaux projets ou développer des idées dans la communauté?
Je pense qu'on a toujours besoin d'être vraiment une équipe qui est solide. On doit travailler ensemble. Donc, que ce soit ma communauté du Maroc ou les autres pour avoir des vraies idées, de travailler ensemble. Si on travaille en groupe, toujours on va avoir des résultats qui seront magnifiques sur l'Afrique tous.
Okay, and as leader skills, she said that the community must work as a team to manage world projects. We need to work as a team and to share our, to collaborate better, to share our skills, to go further and improve, to manage well the projects. Yes.
Thank you, Lubna. To Barakat, same question. In your opinion, what skills and facilities do we already have as an African community to fund new projects?
Okay. So I would say that the first skill that I have recognized is community engagement and mobilization, our ability to be able to, be it by using the mailing list and every other means to 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 mobilize the community people to participate and to participate in whatever project that we have going on. I see this because while the Wiki Imagine Lagos writing contest was going on, I had to use the African mailing list, African Wikimedia mailing list, and we really got quite a lot of turnout there, even though it wasn't the goal of that particular contest was not the aim. That particular contest was not for Wikimedians, but we're able to get journalists too that are also Wikimedians and that participated in the contest as well. So that's one skill that I have recognized. So another one will be capacity building with trainings, mentorships, and knowledge sharing initiatives and all of that. So those are the two skills that I have recognized that we already have in the African Wikimedian community.
Thank you, Barakat. Um, I have a question for all of you once again, which is from your various experiences, what guarantees project continuity?
Alors, une autre question générale, sur la base de vos expériences, qu'est-ce qui garantit la pérennité ou la continuité d'un projet?
Je pense que d'être toujours conscient de ce qu'on fait et de bien préparer le projet avant de le lancer et et aussi de choisir une équipe qui sait travailler et et aussi de mettre les points sur les i. Donc, pour moi, par exemple, si je travaille sur le podcast, donc on travaille en équipe, on dit voilà, on va travailler sur ça,
Je peux
sur
aller pas à pas.
Ah, ok.
Okay. She said as a project lead, what is very important is to be well prepared. You must prepare well your project before starting and have a skilled team that can manage this project.
Et aussi de choisir une équipe qui va travailler avec toi et d'être solide entre eux. Et aussi, de temps en temps, tu dois faire par exemple, un Google Form pour questionner les gens ou les auditeurs de quoi vous voulez entendre, par exemple, quels sont les sujets dont vous voulez entendre ou vous voulez savoir. Et c'est ça, je pense que c'est ça la bonne manière de travailler et de laisser un projet à travailler dans une longue durée.
Okay. She said you must also have a strong team and subtle have a solver strategy for the feedback of the community to improve what you are doing. For her, she thinks that is what is more important to start a project. Have a strong team, well-prepared project, and make a survey time to time to see how things are going.
Thank you, Lumna. I think we move to Fatima because she hasn't been on for a while. So Fatima, my question to you is, what were the essential founding steps for projects in the Senegal User Group at the beginning?
Ok, Fatima, Justice aimerait savoir quels a été les fondamentaux pour gérer les projets Wikimedia au Sénégal. Comment a été vos débuts en gestion de projet?
I think you're on mute, Fatima.
Yeah. Fatima, on t'entend pas. Il faut ouvrir ton micro. On t'entend pas. Non, on t'entend toujours pas.
So I think you're on mute, Fatima.
Non, tu as senti que ton micro est fermé. Tu peux vérifier,
Yes,
s'il te
so
plaît.
maybe you can go off and come on again.
Yeah, tu peux repartir et revenir. Tu peux descendre et revenir.
So, Robert, to my
Yeah.
questions for all of you, I asked from your experience, what guarantees the project's continuity?
Yeah. So one thing, or I can say what guarantee project's continuity is having the goals and the objectives of that project and how long we want to sustain that project, and also the kind of partnerships and both in-wiki and off-wiki partnerships that you need to form and you need to create. So it depends on the team, it depends on the goal, and it depends on the goals that the project seeks to achieve. So that's one thing, and also funding, which we are fortunate to have the foundation who supports us through different forms of funding. So yeah.
Thank you, Robert. I think I'll give this same question to Barakat. So, Barakat, if you can answer this question. From your experience, what guarantees the project's continuity?
Okay. So for my answer to that question has been given by Robert, but I still have some more points. Of course, there has to be clear goals and realistic goals, with strategic partnerships, funding. But I would love to also add that based on my own personal experience and based on the project that I am working on, cultural relevance is also important. How relevant is this project to the host community, the people you are doing it for? How relevant is this project to them? Because if it is not relevant, you will not be able, it's not sustainable. Then another thing will be transparency and accountability. Are you open? Like, is your reporting open? Everything you do, you have to document them and make them openly available for people to see. And this is not just not only because of transparency, for transparency purpose. It is also to help people. Tomorrow, you might not even be the one to continue the project. So it's to help people that are coming, the people or people that just want to learn more about the project, to know more about that project, and to also help people that want to work on the project after you or with you, to know how to come in and what to do, and yes, how to deliver. So these are the things that I would say that ensure sustainability of the project. Thank you.
Thank you, Barakat, for your answer. I think Fatima is back now, so we'll go back to her to answer this question, which is what were the essential founding steps for projects in the Senegal User Group at the beginning?
Alors, Fatima.
Merci beaucoup.
Ok, vas-y. Si tu as la question, je voulais te le rappeler.
Merci, Justice. Alors, au début, nous avions rejoint le mouvement au Sénégal pour des raisons professionnelles, je dirais, parce que je travaille étroitement avec ma collègue Essenam. Et,
Fatima, je peux traduire au fur et à mesure que tu parles. Là, ça sera plus intéressant.
D'accord.
Donc, vas-y. Vas-y, s'il te plaît.
Donc, je disais qu'on a commencé avec une formation de l'IFLA dans le cadre professionnel, puisque je suis bibliothécaire, ma collègue Essenam aussi. Et c'était en 2020. l'année d'après, en 2021, on a également reçu une deuxième formation de l'Association africaine des bibliothécaires, AFLIA, et ça a consolidé nos acquis et cela nous a permis à devenir des formatrices organisatrices grâce à l'IFLA qui nous a demandé d'organiser One Lip One F au Sénégal en 2022. Et c'était vraiment notre première expérience et c'est ce qui nous a donné goût à continuer les activités au Sénégal.
Okay. Fatima says she is a librarian, and with her colleague Esenam, they had two training with Afilia and IFLA, who that's where everything started. So from that training, they start managing Wikimedia projects with the One Live, One Ref campaigns. It was the first Wikipedia project they run in Senegal. And from that, things start going on better and better.
Et après aussi, on a intégré l'initiative WikiAfrica Afrique, où on a eu la possibilité de bénéficier de formations de plusieurs collègues que nous remercions beaucoup. Et cela aussi nous a permis d'avoir beaucoup d'expérience. Et après, on a continué à faire beaucoup de projets. Et jusqu'à présent, ça continue. Et on aimerait bien sûr beaucoup plus étendre les choses grâce aux partenariats, aux échanges que nous pouvons avoir avec plusieurs collègues.
Okay. After that, we joined WikiAfrica Africa Group, which is a community of African Wikimedians, where we learned a lot, and thanks to all the team, to their support, because they helped us to do many things there, and we're still growing on our projects in Senegal. C'est tout, Fatima?
Oui, merci.
Okay,
Thank you.
that's all.
Well, so I have another question for you.
Okay. J'ai une autre question pour toi.
Have you asked for help or support from other communities, similar projects or Wikimedia projects?
Ok. Avez-vous déjà demandé de l'aide auprès d'autres communautés qui partagent les mêmes visions ou des communautés wikimédiennes? Avez-vous déjà demandé de l'aide auprès d'autres communautés?
Merci beaucoup. C'est ça aussi ce qui rend magnifique les projets Wiki, c'est qu'on a la possibilité de demander à tout le monde. Quand on est en face d'une situation, on se pose la question qui a bien pu vivre cette même situation que nous, et on fait des recherches. On se dit voilà, est-ce que c'est le Bénin? Je vais demander à Mermoz. Est-ce que c'est la Côte d'Ivoire? Est-ce que c'est le Cameroun, etc. Donc on communique beaucoup avec nos collègues francophones surtout, parce qu'il y a la langue aussi qui peut poser des problèmes parfois, mais on communique beaucoup plus avec nos collègues francophones. Si on a des soucis, si on a des questions à se poser, on leur pose la question, on lit les pages des autres collègues pour nous référer de ce qu'ils ont eu à faire, qui a marché, et on essaie de le reproduire chez nous.
Okay, what is very interesting in Wikimedia community is collaboration. We used to collaborate with many people in the community when we have some issues. You just have to ask for help, and somebody will come and give you a hand. And we also learn from all the community experience. We try to read what others community are doing, and we draw experience from them to apply it in Senegal. Fatima, autre chose à ajouter?
C'est bon, merci.
Yeah,
Okay,
thank
that's
you.
all. Thank you.
So I'll move on to a general question for all four of our panelists, which is, what is your advice to anyone who has an idea for a project to have a smoother experience than you had if you like something, an advice you knew before you started your project. So I don't know if Barakat will start with us on this.
Ok, question générale pour tout le monde. Quels seraient vos conseils pour quelqu'un qui veut lancer un projet aujourd'hui en tant que gestionnaire de projet dans le mouvement Wikimedia? Quels seraient vos conseils pour quelqu'un qui veut se lancer aujourd'hui? Des conseils que vous auriez aimé avoir, vous, avant de commencer. Qu'est-ce que vous auriez à dire à quelqu'un qui commence un projet Wikipédia ou Wikimedia aujourd'hui?
So I don't see Barakat. So okay, yeah, Barakat. If you can go first with this question for me. What is your advice to anyone who has an idea for a project to have a smoother experience than you did?
Um, okay, sorry, please, can you move on to someone else? Something is wrong with my network. It keeps logging me out, so I want to connect to another network.
Okay, so maybe Robert, will you?
Yeah. So one thing, one advice is, even though I did this, is finding people who, or finding collaborations which align with what you want to do, because one single person cannot achieve a project or cannot execute a project. So you need to have a team, and this team needs to be experienced to be able to execute the project, especially when it comes to community management, because the Wikimedia space is all about community management, and it's all about people, catching for people, trying to come up with projects that aligns with people's goals and what they seek to get from contributing or volunteering with Wikimedia or with any Wikimedia project. So one advice that I can give out there is anyone starting a project is collaboration is key. Collaboration is key. And also you should be able to reach out, be able to reach out to people if you don't understand anything, because as we all know, the space is a very large space, and there's a lot and lot of experiences. There's a lot to learn from, and Wikimedians are always open to answer your questions. Wikimedians are always open to support you in your project. So an advice is you should be open with the project. You should find people who have experiences, people who have let's say executed similar projects, and that can be a base for you to also start up something. So I think collaboration is one, and also seeking experience and support from the wider community.
Thank you for your answer. Barakat, are you ready to go with your answer as well?
Yes, I'm ready now. Thank you. So, I have three advice, and the first one would be to focus on impact. You can start small and then go big as you go, but ensure to focus on impact. You don't have to start so grand and so big because you want to break the ground and then fall back. You can't do that. Then another thing would be to ensure that everything you do is properly documented. Everything you do, you write everything down, you use tools that work for you when it comes to tracking, monitoring, documentation. It's not even for public consumption, for your own, because we are humans, we have a lot of things we are thinking of, we can forget things and all of that. So document every step of the way. And then finally, it will be to network network. Just as Robert has said, you need to, in this Wikimedia community, there are a lot of people that are way more experienced than you are. And you get the chance to meet them. Even if not, try, meet with the people that you already know, network. What you don't have, someone else has it and it can help your work. So those are the three things that I would say. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Barakat. So I think my question to Lubna and Fatima is the same. What is your advice to anyone who has an idea for a project to have a smoother experience than who you have when you were running your various projects?
Alors, c'est toujours la même question. Quels sont vos conseils à toute personne qui démarre un projet, des conseils que vous auriez aimé avoir avant que vous ne commenciez pour faciliter l'expérience à la personne?
Bon, pour moi, pour avoir une expérience plus facile dans la mise en œuvre d'une idée de projet, il est important de planifier. Premièrement, on doit planifier d'avance, d'apprendre des expériences des autres. On doit toujours poser la question aux autres, comment vous allez faire comme ça et quelles sont les contraintes que vous avez déjà vécues en réalisation de votre projet. Donc, toujours l'expérience des autres nous aide beaucoup à bien mise en œuvre notre projet et d'être flexible. Parce que la flexibilité facilite toujours les défis et travailler toujours, je dis toujours, on travaille en équipe parce que l'équipe nous aide beaucoup à bien comprendre les choses et à bien et améliorer aussi notre travail.
Okay. Lumna said the first advice is to planify, to plan well your project and learn from other experience, learn from the community. What those community have done that I can learn from them is very important. And to work as a team, it's very important to have good collaboration skills to manage the project. Lumna, autre chose à ajouter? Lumna, c'est bon? Ok. Fatima?
J'y vais, merci. Pour ma part, je demanderai à une personne qui veut se lancer dans les projets wiki, je lui demanderai est-ce qu'elle est motivée? Parce que franchement, sans motivation, on ne peut pas avancer. Et c'est la motivation qui fait qu'on peut travailler jusqu'à tard dans la soirée, comme ça se fait la plupart du temps chez nous, parce qu'on est quasiment occupé toute la journée, mais chaque soir, on fait une petite réunion avec SNAM où on parle de là où on en est pour tel ou tel autre projet. Et tout ça, c'est de la motivation. Je demanderai aussi à une personne qui veut se lancer de planifier, comme l'a dit tout à l'heure Lubna, de faire les choses à l'avance. Par exemple, dans notre communauté, on a discuté, on a fait une réunion où on a déterminé tous les projets qu'on va faire en 2025. Dès maintenant, on est.
Je peux déjà traduire cette partie avant que Okay. The first advice that I would like to give to someone who's starting Wikimedia projects is I will ask a question. Is she or he really motivated? Because if you have no motivation, you cannot work for hours on Wikimedia projects in the night and all those requirements for the management. And we have to planify. To plan. You have to plan very well your steps. Every action you have to do must be planned very well before starting everything. Tu peux continuer, s'il te plaît.
Merci. Donc, je disais qu'actuellement, notre communauté, on a déjà planifié toutes nos activités de 2025. On sait qu'en 2025, pour tel projet, il y a telles personnes qui vont le faire et ces personnes-là vont se préparer bien à l'avance. Et tout ça, c'est des choses qu'on ne faisait pas avant. Avant, on prenait un projet peut-être à 1 ou 2 mois et ça nous prenait beaucoup de temps. C'était très compliqué. Mais maintenant, on essaie de nous organiser. Donc, tout entre dans l'organisation. Une fois qu'on est bien organisé, on planifie d'avance les choses. les projets vont se dérouler normalement. Voilà.
Okay. Move on the planification. For instance, in Senegal, they have already have a program for all the year for 2025. So they know what to do, when to do it, and who is going to do the required, that project. So it's very important to have a plan, to know very well which step the way you are going to move on that project, to be well prepared and manage the project very well.
Merci.
Thank you.
Thank you, Fatima. Like I said, we are streaming live on YouTube and other streaming channels of Wiki in Africa. We had some questions from the guests, and we want to ask them. So for Lubna, I think a question was asked: what are currently the active podcast Wikimedia related we know about within the movement?
What are the currently active? Okay. Please, the question is for
Lubna.
Lubna, ok. Lubna, il y a Florence qui aimerait savoir quel est actuellement le podcast sur lequel vous travaillez actuellement, et comment ça avance, et comment ça va là, c'est ça. Quel est le podcast sur lequel vous travaillez actuellement?
Actuellement, on travaille sur WikiPodcast. On est dans la deuxième saison de WikiPodcast. Je pense, d'ailleurs, aujourd'hui, j'aurai une réunion avec l'équipe de Wikimedia Maroc pour discuter sur l'avenir du podcast. On travaille avec plusieurs langues, donc on travaille avec la langue arabe et aussi avec le Darija et aussi avec Amazigh. Donc pour moi, c'était la première expérience pour moi de parler en Amazigh à un programme comme celui-là. Donc pour la première fois, a été un petit peu difficile de bien maîtriser la langue. Oui, c'est vrai que je parle bien en Amazigh, mais c'était difficile un petit peu, et d'avoir des audiences qui sont différentes. Donc, toujours, je dis que on essaye d'avoir une audience qui est un petit peu grande et aussi différente, parce que les gens qui parlent, par exemple, en berbère ou en amazigh ne maîtrisent pas, par exemple, l'arabe. Et ainsi de suite. Donc, on essaie toujours de travailler de laisser le choix aux audients, aux auditeurs pour avoir plusieurs idées sur notre Wikimedia.
Donc, si je comprends bien, le projet sur lequel vous travaillez actuellement, c'est le WikiPodcast en langue amazigh.
Oui, on travaille sur WikiPodcast en langue amazigh et en langue darija et en arabe. Donc, on a 3 langues.
Okay. The current WikiPodcast they are working on now is on Amazigh tongue, Amazigh, Arabe, and le troisième c'est quoi? J'ai pas capté, s'il te plaît.
And Darija.
And Darija tongue. So they have a meeting. I mean, she has a meeting with the Morocco community to settle down how to manage very well the podcast. But currently is those podcasts they are working on Arija, Arabic, and Tamazight, right?
Tamazight.
Tamazight, okay.
Oui.
C'est bon?
Yeah, thank you, Lubna. I have a general question for everyone from the participants. In the States, can you share some successful partnerships to follow? So we probably will start with Barakat.
Okay. So, like I said, I don't know. Earlier, I mentioned that the project is a partnership with the Lagos state government, and so far, so good. That has been a very good partnership. In fact, we've been able to achieve this much success because of their inputs and all of that. Then another one would be, but this one we didn't work with a certain organization. So we just contest with the journalists. So we just looked out for journalists that we know, and then we sent to their mailing list. We reached out to them personally and all of that to help us share the awareness in their platforms and all of that. So far for this project, we've not really had any other partnership apart from the Lagos State partnership. So I don't think I'll be able to say much on that partnership aspect because this is all we have for now. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Robert, would you want to
Yeah,
answer that question as well?
sure. So I would talk about successful partnerships on Wiki, and then I would also talk about off Wiki. So on Wiki, we've had, because a community is a large number of people, if not large, even a small number of people. Everybody would want to contribute in a diverse way, which said not everybody. There are so many topics that people are interested in. So we looked at forming partnerships with different thematic areas. So we collaborated with the Wiki World Heritage, where we document some sites in danger on the Fante Wikipedia. We've had collaborations with the Wikilab Folklore. We've also had collaborations with art and feminism. And these are, to mention a few, on Wiki collaborations that we've had. And also, of Wiki collaborations, we've had two types of that collaboration in the same criteria. The first one is due to, we looked at some of the problems that the community facing, especially when it comes to small language Wikipedias or small Wikipedias. One was retention, which even is a problem for the larger communities itself. So because the Fante language is primarily spoken in the western and central regions of Ghana, we looked at forming partnerships with hubs, tech hubs there, where our community members in these areas can visit these hubs anytime they want to contribute to Wikipedia, and there's the lack of internet, or there's the lack of contributing tools like the computers, like the internet itself. So this is the strategy that the group has initiated, where we try to form partnerships with hubs outside the community members' comfort zone. So currently, we have two successful partnerships with two hubs, one in the central region, which is the Code Coast Hub, and there's another one is in the western region of Ghana, which is the Global Workspace. And these spaces have been so instrumental to improving our projects. They have been so helpful. These partnerships has allowed our community members to visit these hubs anytime they want to visit, anytime they feel like contributing to Wikipedia, where they lack these resources. So yeah, these are some of the partnerships that we have, and yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Robert, for your answer. So we have one more question for everyone. Except for DIF, are there venues not mentioned yet where we can hear about all these successful initiatives? Anybody wants to go?
Yeah, so I think I'll take that. So yes, so except today, we've had our event mentioned in one of the prominent news or notable, should I say, reliable or notable news agencies in Ghana, where we had our first meetup in the University of Education, Winneba, which is in the Ajuma campus. So most of our people are university, most of the community members are university students who we engage actively in various universities in the central and the western region. So we've had various or quite a few reliable sources which has also which has published some of the work that we do. And also we have our social handle, which is on Facebook and on X as well, Fante Wikimedians community, where we publish some of these initiatives. And also, thankfully, we on Facebook we have the Wikimedia Weekly, which is a platform that allows Wikimedians around the world to also share projects and initiatives they've taken within the week, within the month. So we share them there as well. And also our designated WhatsApp and Telegram pages. Yeah.
Thank you, Robert, for your answer. Um, Anybody else wants to take this final question before we wrap up this conversation? Yes, the question is, in what ways do you plan on strengthening the collaborations that you have? And the previous one was, apart from Dave, which other channels are they telling the stories of their amazing work they are doing?
Ok. La question est comment comment vous planifiez les collaborations et en termes de communication, à part DIF, quels sont les autres canaux que vous utilisez pour faire connaître vos activités?
Lubna?
Je sais pas si vous avez compris.
Or maybe Fatima can go. All right.
Fatima, tu peux répondre si tu veux. La question est de savoir comment vous renforcez vos collaborations avec, comment vous planifiez vous renforcer vos collaborations avec la communauté ou d'autres partenaires et quels sont vos canaux de communication, comment vous faites connaître vos activités. She left. I think there is network issues with Fatima.
Yeah. So I think we want to say thank you to our four amazing panelists, to Lumna, to Fatima, to Robert, to Barakat. Thank you all for sharing your amazing stories with us. I've learned a lot from this presentations. One is collaboration is key, finding critical partners in the work that you do, and also telling your story, which is one of the most important aspects that I took out from all of this. So I'll move back to Donia, who will take over from me from now. Thank you all once again.
Thank you too.
Thank you so much, Justice, and thank you to all the guests who accepted the invitation and joined us for the last episode. At the last section of this amazing one, we will share with you echoes from WikiIndaba and Wiki Arabia this year. We conducted some interviews with the African Wikimedians who joined the two conferences. We asked them about previous experience in similar wiki conferences. We asked them about main takeaways they gained from these conferences. Some share with us the main sessions they learned from and their opinions about the conference's themes. So tell us in the commenting if you attended any of the two, and let's watch the video.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Ahmed Mohamed Tahir. Je suis membre de la communauté Wikimedia User Group Chat.
مرحبا إفريقيا. أنا محمد الأمين بجلو، عضو مجموعة مستخدمي ويكيميديا الجزائر، وكذلك ضمن لجنة التحكيم للفيديو لويكي قهوة إفريقيا لسنتين أخيرتين.
Hello, my name is Ibrahim Allotey, and I'm Executive Manager of Egypt Wikimedian User Group and Board Member.
مرحبا، أنا سليم يونس من ليبيا. هذه أول مشاركة لي في مؤتمر ويكي عربي.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Habib Mhenni. Je suis membre fondateur de Wikimedia Communities et aussi membre fondateur de Wiki World Heritage et membre actif dans le groupe Wikimedia Commons Photograph.
Oh, hello everyone, my name is Rida from Morocco and I'm part of the Moroccan User Group.
Bonjour, moi c'est Mahmoud Sadir et je viens du Tchad. Wikimedia User Group Tchad.
So my name is Robert Oury, user Robert Jamal. I'm from Ghana and I'm with Wikimedia Ghana User Group.
مرحبا لكم جميعا، أتمنى أن تكونوا بخير وبصحة جيدة. أنا لبنى أوماسته من مجموعة مستخدمي ويكيميديا المغرب، عضوة بمجموعة خاصة بالتواصل أو بفريق التواصل.
هذه ثاني تجربة لي بمشاركتي في مؤتمر ويكي عربية في عمان. أول حضور لي في هذا المؤتمر كان في مؤتمر دبي في سنة 2022.
So this is my third Indaba. I have attended 2018 in Tunisia and last year in Morocco, in which I was part of the organizing team. And now I'm here to celebrate the 10 years of WikiIndaba, and it's great to see the community growing.
ويكي عربية كانت هذه أول مرة أشارك في هذه التجربة أو في هذا المؤتمر الذي صراحة يعني كان فرصة لكي أتعرف على معظم الويكيميديين العرب بصفة عامة، وأن أتبادل معهم الحوارات والأحاديث، خصوصا أنه كما تعلمين أنا يعني أقوم بتنشيط أو بتقديم وإعداد برنامج ويكي بودكاست، فكان لي شرف الالتقاء بهم عن بعد في إطار البرنامج. لكن مؤتمر ويكي عربية سمح لي أو أعطاني الفرصة لكي ألتقيهم وأن نتحدث.
Yes, so it is my first time attending WikiIndaba in person. I think first of all, it's great to see people all over the continent who are involved in Wikimedia projects, and also it's a good space to collaborate with other Africans around the world and to learn new things. WikiIndaba has really given me the opportunity to meet new people and also to connect with people I used to connect online, and also to learn from different cultures as well, since we're all coming from different parts of Africa.
من الأشياء المميزة في المؤتمر أني تعرفت على مشروع الجلام، وتعرفت يعني كيف تصبح ويكيميديا مقيمة. أيضا كانت في جلسة على العملات، وهذا شيء مفيد، يعني نحن عندنا نشاط حاليا في ليبيا على هذا الموضوع، فاستفدت من الجلسة ومن بعض المصادر المهمة. تعرفت على اللجنة التنسيقية ودورها أو دور مدونة السلوك العالمية. أيضا بعض الأدوات التي تفيد منظم المسابقات والمتطوع في مشاريع ويكيميديا. تعرفت على أداة جديدة وهي out-Wiki. يعني تحمس أني مجرد يعني ما نرجع أول شيء ممكن نجربه أو نشتغل عليه.
The main session actually it's yesterday about a copyright and campaign here in South Africa. this is a public advocacy, and they want to change the laws to allow free panorama and free use. These things is important in our works in Wikimedia projects, because we are depending on freelancers and free works and free images. They are working for all these things. Also, they are push the legislation here in South Africa to change the law to allow free of panorama and free use. I think it's a good job, and actually it's a good. I know a lot of things about here in South Africa.
صراحة كل ستيشن كان لها وقعها الخاص. استفدت منها ولو القليل كما نقول. مثلا الستيشن التي قدمها عادل محاوى حول ويكي مصدر، كنت أسمع كثيرا على ويكي مصدر، لكن لم أكن أعرف طريقة اشتغالها وأيضا كيف يمكنني أن أستفيد منها، وبالتالي كانت فرصة لأتعلم.
Ce qui m'a beaucoup marqué, c'est l'expérience, le partage d'expérience des anciens, parce que nous sommes une nouvelle user group. Le retour d'expérience des anciennes communautés nous a vraiment été bénéfique, et nous espérons au retour de notre voyage pouvoir pratiquer, pouvoir mettre en application tout ce que nous avons déjà acquis.
I think this moment when when I discovered a lot of local languages in Africa, I don't know about them before, and actually this is the first time I know this is language in Africa. This languages is actually become unrepresented in many culture, in many boxes. So I'm glad to know these languages in Africa and all this culture in many countries. We should know about these languages. And another way, we are volunteer in Wikipedia and Wikimedia projects generally. So if you know these languages, that will make you to focus about these unrepresented communities and all these languages. And so I think it's our message to in volunteering in our volunteering.
Well, there are a lot of things that were presented here, but the main takeaway was the African agenda. So it's the roadmap for the next upcoming years on how we as an African community can engage on critical issues. So, for example, IP blocks, administrative issues on the Wikipedia and the other platforms, and also how we can improve our community. So we look forward as a Moroccan user group and also as a North African region to implement the African agenda and also contribute to the success of its implementation. Another area which is very important, which is the hackathon or the technical presentations that were presented. It was very interesting to see diverse perspectives that were presented, to see what were the projects that people are working on, and we look forward to implement similar projects. For example, when it comes to local languages, how we can have language support in the incubator and so on. So we really want to share this knowledge back home and also improve our community and also encourage everyone who wants to work on modern languages so that they can have these technical skills that is very important to make it information accessible to all languages.
La meilleure session auquel j'ai participé, c'est également la session sur la participation ou le rôle des femmes au sein du mouvement Wikipédia. Alors, très rapidement, il faut être honnête, j'ai été tellement intéressé par l'apport des femmes et aussi les défis auxquels elles sont confrontées au sein du nouveau monde. Et je pense que ceci va jouer également un rôle assez important afin que j'essaye de partager cela en retour avec ma communauté, parce que déjà on a ces défis de la présence féminine au sein de notre communauté. Je pense qu'avec les connaissances acquises durant cette session, je pourrais formuler des recommandations.
Cette année, la rencontre avec les jeunes communautés a été vraiment pour moi m'a donné l'espoir pour un continent africain qui serait à la hauteur des autres communautés, et c'est vraiment très, très enrichissant de voir que plusieurs communautés veulent expérimenter beaucoup de choses, veulent passer à l'étape suivante, et vraiment j'ai vu ça dans les yeux des participants de cette année.
ما ميز المؤتمر هو وجود 3 شعارات كل منها يعني كمسار مختلف. من الأشياء المهمة واللي أنا استفدت منها شخصياً هو الوافدين الجدد، باعتبار أن نحن مجتمع ناشئ، فكان تركيزي على الوافدين الجدد، على بعض الأنشطة أو الجلسات التي قدمت لهم، فيعني كردود فعلهم كأسئلتهم هناك أشياء مشابهة يعني.
Wikimedia movement is a very big community, it's a very big movement with people coming all over the world, from all over the world, all over the country. So with the theme for WikiIndaba as United in Diversity, I see it as a powerful theme because we all come from diverse backgrounds. We have diverse ways of living in our country, and even we don't all speak the same language, but we are all in one room trying to understand each other, trying to work together as a team. So I think the theme is very strong, and I believe it's going to go a long way to benefit all of us.
بصراحة أهم شعار شفته اللي هو الترحيب بالوافدين الجدد، لأن المجموعة أو العالم العربي دلوقتي عايز متطوعين جداد، وفي نفس الوقت سلطنة عمان مفيش منها مستخدمين في الموسوعة، فكون إن إحنا يبقى في شعار زي ده في قلب السلطنة علشان نستقطب ناس جديدة هيبقى مفيد.
صراحة هي فكرة يمكن تكون أن نستثمر فيها أكثر في المستقبل، يعني لما نقوم بتقديم شعارات سوف نخلق فضاءات، مجموعة، ليس فضاء واحد كلنا نشتغل فيه، وإنما نخلق مجموعة من الفضاءات أن يمكن أن نقدم مجموعة من الأفكار والمبادرات في مجالات مختلفة، يعني الاستفادة تكون أوسع في مختلف المجالات.
Thank you so much for the audience who watched us till now. By the end of the year, we want to thank all guest hosts, audience, and team behind the cameras for support and engagement in all episodes of WikiAfrica Hour during 2024. We highly appreciate all the work of the Wikimedia community, especially the African community, and hope that WikiAfrica Hour will stay the African voice over the years. Don't miss the next episode in the next year. And as I say each episode, follow us on our Facebook page, WikiAfrica, on our on Telegram, in African Wikimedian Telegram group, and also on Twitter and all our on Meta page. So I can say now, see you next year. Bye bye.
WikiAfrica Hour is a production of Wiki in Africa that supports the development of the Wikimedia movement across Africa. We value your suggestions on social media for the topics you want to discuss. We look forward to your participation next month at the same time and on the same channel. Hit the subscribe button to stay